Hey guys, welcome back to Riding to the Pine. Today's show is proudly brought to you by our sponsors, JPM Hardwood, Alpha Exteriors. Now, I thought, end of day one, I thought we'll grab another coach, and I joined with Lachie Rossa, mate. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thanks, Tex.
So obviously, mate, we've played together for the last, solid 5 years or so, but mate, I've been, last 2 years, I haven't caught up with you.
Yep.
So, mate, give me a background of what's been going on.
Yeah, not too much really. Born and raised in Dapto. Played down here in the Illawarra. Then progressed on, playing through country, played for Australian under-18s team. Went over to college for a year, decided to come back, and now I'm back helping out the young kids and going from there.
So that's what I'm hearing. Obviously, we're here at the country champs for the under-16 and the under-18s, and so I wasn't aware at first that you'd be part of the under-18 program. But obviously, there's a little grey area there because obviously you're going through your pitching accreditation.
Yep.
So, but mate, how'd you get a hold of that? Obviously, you wanted to give back to the community in a way.
Yep. Yeah. So it all started with I'm running like a little throwing program with a couple of the Dapto Chief juniors, and then from there, the Illawarra had an under-16s vs 18 scrimmage over the long weekend, and I thought I'd come down, get some video of the boys so I can work on stuff during the week. And then Chad gave me a text that night and asked if I wanted to come down and help out in the pitching sides during the tournament. So I said, "Oh, why not?"
Why not? I mean, obviously, I've spoken on a few other of my shows that, keeping that experience that's within the community to give it back to the kids that are coming through. I think, you've more recently gone through what they're going through now than guys like myself decades ago, right? So do you find that it's easier to give back now when the gap of age is a bit shorter than what I would be giving back?
Well, I've heard from a few parents and coaches that they tend to listen to me a little bit more because I'm a little closer in age, and they sort of see me as, a big brother instead of a dad telling them what to do. Like they'll take it all in and just listen and go from there.
And how's the response with the kids been? Obviously, like pretty receptive to the advice and the instructions that you've been giving them.
They've been good. They listen. They do exactly what I want them to do. And I always say, if you have questions, ask them, and they always have a question for me.
Yeah, I mean, look, baseball is one of those games where you're forever learning until the day you die, and that will never change. So as long as the kids are asking the questions, right? Because I spoke with Al earlier, and we said, sometimes people are afraid to ask, maybe due to like rejection or just straight up not knowing what to ask. So is there anything in particular that how you help the communication with the kids to make them feel like it's okay to ask the dumbest of things through to the most technical questions?
Yeah, so I come down to their level.
Yep.
I ask them what they think they're doing wrong, what they think they need to change. Pretty much get on their level and then just work your way up from that. So you start with what they want to work on, and then they give you more and more trust to then start doing more and more what you want to do. I think it's just more of a mental side. It helps the mental side with them.
We're both pitchers, mate. We understand that pitching is confidence, right? And it's not just, you're lefty, I'm righty. So, there's different assets to pitching differently, different situations. So it's really good that, one, you're a bit younger and you can offer like left-handed advice, because there's only been a few sort of really top arms here in the Illawarra, and it's sort of good to have you not leave that experience or take it with you, kind of thing. So it's really good to hear that. So how do people get a hold of you for these clinics? Is it strictly through the Chiefs, or can you be approached sort of outside?
So the one with the Chiefs I'm doing now, it was just sent out from our club president, Chewy. He sent it out to a couple of the boys who we all believe that, this can make a difference for them.
Big time.
But in the future, we'll be looking at, with the new Illawarra baseball,
the hub high performance, for sure.
Working with them when that starts to get a lot more kids involved and start spreading out, my knowledge in the game and what works, what doesn't work, what they should work on, and how it could all make a difference. But just, I'm always happy to give a hand to anyone who wants it.
Of course,
they ask, and I'll give it to them.
Look, when I was going through a similar age of learning up in Sydney, I had a pitching clinic with a guy called Rob McLean, and the catching instructor was Gary White. So that was a pitcher catcher combo. is there a chance of you working with a sort of more local name on the catching side that could sort of, run a dual clinic potentially?
100%. I know that Trent D'Antonio has been running some catching stuff with a couple of the younger boys.
Yep.
But yeah, for sure, if it ever come to it and we wanted to do just put it all together in one, everyone can get
don't even think. Just hit him up. I think, to be honest, we can't let those names just sort of drift, and let's just go out there, approach. Hey, look, we've got this big hub going. We need to kind of hype it up. Let's work together, Trent. I think it'd be a perfect combination for this area, man. So obviously the country side of things. So when did you first enter the country program? What age group?
It would have been my first ever country tournament. Are we talking playing for New South Wales country or just in a country tournament?
I would say to go up for selection, right? So we're gonna put on the New South Wales country jerseys eventually.
Yep.
But what tournament are you entering for selection?
Oh, any? Yeah, country champs. Started, yeah.
But what age group specifically?
Under 12s, I think
12s?
I started. Was the first one I played.
Yep.
Because that's when I first started playing baseball. Tried out for the state team, or for Illawarra to play state, made that, and then country champs later on that year.
And what sort of made you want to be a part of that country program? Was it just because it was more of a local thing, or is it because you saw it as a good pathway to something bigger and better?
Yeah, I always wanted to take that bigger step forward in my career, and playing representative in any sport is the next step to take. So it was really a no-brainer.
So obviously, how old are you now?
21.
So yeah, sort of that prime age to really help this particular group of 16s and 18s, man. So I'm really happy that you sort of have gone through this pathway that country offers, and it's only going to help the greater, bigger project. Obviously we want to have the Illawarra is such a big, vast of sort of region that there's more people that we should be pulling into the game, right?
Yep.
And so moving on to that, so obviously we spoke about pitching accreditation. So if someone was looking to become a pitching accredited sort of coach, how do they go about it?
I'm not entirely sure how it works.
Yep.
I'm only just new to it. I'm only just starting to get it all under my feet. But I think the main thing is having the knowledge.
Yeah.
And knowing what you're talking about.
Well, I suppose just being willing to go out there and meet random kids and just be like, hey, I'd love to help you learn how to play baseball, get you into it. Now you're a bit of your whole families are pretty into this game.
Yep.
So and your brother Bailey, he's also a pitcher.
Yep.
So how was that growing up? Both being pitchers, was it good, bad, rivalry? How would you sort of put it?
I mean, just piggybacked off each other really. Yep. He'd be struggling with one thing, I'd help him with it. I'd be struggling with one thing, he'd help me with that. I mean, it really helped having little brother, being there as someone you can lean on.
Sort of like a test, like a testing ball, like testing environment. So sort of be like, hey, I see this, you see that. You're right-handed, I'm left-handed, and it's sort of it's really good sort of family chemistry that you've brought. Not just to the Illawarra. Obviously, you've both been part of MacArthur Orioles in the state league. So where are we going to find you in the next sort of 6 months? Obviously, the season is currently winter down here.
Yep.
And obviously, what's the summer plans? Are we looking for anything in particular?
So I will be playing for MacArthur.
Okay.
This summer. Hopefully looking at playing with the Blue Sox, if that's a possibility.
Yep.
And then hopefully look at selections for future Australian sides and go from there.
Beautiful. Well, I mean, I'd love to see you and Brooksy start to go, back on the same roster, and obviously he's heading off to, I think it's Nicaragua in November for the. So I think it's under 23s from memory.
Yep.
So I mean, look, I said you being 21, man, you're definitely in that age gap, and now that you're back home on home soil, it's really good that you're back in full force.
Yep.
You're not just walking away, and we don't want to lose anyone, especially of your caliber, man. So let's go a bit more easier questions. So obviously, is it obvious that your favorite position is a pitcher or
shortstop?
Shortstop, left-handed shortstop. Well, hey.
No, it's pitcher. I've been a pitcher since I started.
Yeah.
Just loved it. Felt like I was something I was good at, so I just kept pursuing that in any way I could.
How did you get into baseball, if you don't mind? Because obviously there's a big age gap between me and you, so we didn't sort of touch sort of base until you know, like there's over a decade between us. So how'd you get into baseball?
Well, I grew up with one of my best mates, and he played baseball, and I was playing footy my whole life, and it was for our winter juniors tournament, or no, summer, yeah, it would have been for their summer tournament.
Yeah.
And his dad hit me up and said, "Oh, you want to? Like, we're short of numbers. Like, you just want to come fill in for the day?" I said, "Yeah, sure." Came, played, got home, and mum and dad were like, "Oh, what do you think?" And I said, "I want to keep doing it."
Perfect.
Yeah, kept following it.
I mean, that's how it goes, right? You know, whether it's in the schoolyard or mates of mates, you know, you just want to go do things with your friends, and obviously it helps if maybe their father's a coach, and you know they kind of get wrangled into it. And then, I mean, that's how I got into it. Right? Obviously, a friend of school, and his dad was a coach, and you know that was under sixes down here, and that was sort of we're now 30 plus years ago. So it was sort of, it's really good that it's the same. It's the same way that people are still getting into it that they did decades ago. So it's really good to hear, man. Now, obviously, this might be a bit of a depending on what your answer here. What's your favorite MLB team?
Chicago Cubs.
That's all right. It's National League. Okay. So what made you sort of select them as your favorite team?
Well, one of my first rep coaches, Dry Pitt.
He was, Adapto. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
He was associated with the Chicago Cubs.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, I'm just sounded right. Started supporting them.
Perfect.
Yeah, still supporting to this day.
And is there a particular player that inside the Cubs, or is this just a team in general?
It was just the team in general. I mean, I always loved watching, you know, the Harvey Baez, the Anthony Rizzo, the Chris Bryant, you know, that trio. But obviously then they went away.
Of course, it's you know it's still a business of sorts, but it's good that you stay. I say you stay loyal. It's because it saves you being called that bandwagon fan, and we don't need to start chatting fantasy chats and whatnot. But hey, that's great to hear. So, guys, actually, our next segment that we're going to be doing, even more fun. We're going to rip a pack of cards online, right? So let me put this away, and we'll get the camera to come a bit closer. So obviously, this is a great series to be ripping. Obviously, this includes the MLB debut patches, if you're lucky enough. So let's see how your luck is today, Lock. It's so that's yours, that's mine. All right, let's rip in. I'll let you show the camera first what your winning cards are.
Pocket. All right, we got an Austin Ramirez.
Nice.
Denzel Clark. Caleb Durbin. Oh, there we go, special one.
Oh, flip it.
Fortune 15, Jose Ramirez.
There you go. Now, obviously, that talking to the Guardians.
Yeah.
Travis Bazzana, right?
Killing it.
So, hold on to that one.
Yeah. A Craig Yoho and a Will Wagner.
Awesome. All right, let's flip these. Let's see what I got. All right. First card we have is a Walker Buehler, obviously a Red Sox player there. Now, one of the new players on the scene, we have a Dalton Rushing, so very good catcher there for the Dodgers. Now we're talking. A Texas, old Jock Peterson. Now, he's definitely performing a lot better this year than he was in the first year. Just, keep that on the down low. Then we have a Carson from the Rockies. We have a Horvat from the Yankees. And we're going to finish with a Victor Caratini from the Astros, which I'm not a fan, so that's totally fine. But hey, look, that's what happens. Look, not too bad. We're still chasing a big hit, but do you collect cards yourself?
I don't.
Don't? No, it's a rabbit hole. Let me just tell you that much. But no, look, hey, thanks for coming on the show today, man. So, hey guys, that's going to wrap us up here on day 1 afternoon. The day 2 action will kick off at 8:45 or 9 a.m. again tomorrow here at Berkeley. Now, obviously, stay tuned on the live Aussie Baseball website because more live streaming will come. So, but in the meantime, Lockie, you take care. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
And you guys take care. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Cheers, man.